What is up, motherfuckers? Before we start this video, I gotta say I'm legally obligated to give Puck, which is a person in my Discord, the credit for this idea. Thank you, Puck. I am legally, I was gonna say legally, I don't know if that's a word, I don't know if I just said a slur. I am legally obligated to do so. I think he'll probably kill me if I don't, and contrary to absolutely nothing, I am a fan of living. The thing is, I never go into these things knowing what to say, and then I just start up my OBS. It looks different now because I updated it. It looks really fucking weird, and I don't like it anymore. And then I just suddenly thoughts start exploiting, that's my favorite thing, just out of my head. I don't know how it happens every single time. It's so fucking weird. It's like, the OBS is the drug. I don't know how else to explain it, really. I'm sorry. But, okay, a minute in, I should probably introduce the build, common thing in my videos. This is a house. It's a great house. It's not a White House. That's the, president. More like, the future one in America is not looking competent, but I'm not getting into politics. We're not that level of drunk yet. I am not drunk. That's a lie. I don't know why I was talking about how I was drunk. I like lying. It's a good activity, really. It's fun. It's a good time, but today I am building the smallest possible eeny-meeny, tiny, cutesy little house. Could I have made this smaller, like I said in my other tiny house video? Yes, absolutely, I could have. But, I mean, I probably, if I really wanted to, I could make a 2x2 house. But, do I want, or did I say that, like, 1x2 house? I think that's theoretically possible in The Sims, but the thing is, does Avire want that? No. Does she want to speak in the third person? Also not, but it seems to be happening. But yeah, this is what we're doing today. We're building the tiniest house I possibly can. So yes, theoretically it could be smaller, but I'm just not up for small. I go big or go home. That's my mantra. I got that from a Mother song. The mantra part. Oh, now I'm bringing a sim over here and I'm finding out that my whole entire thing is not even operable, working, functional. I really hope I'm gonna make it through this video, because I don't know if you can hear it, probably not, because this shit, only I can hear this shit, but my throat is really messed up, because I've been sick for the past 3 days, so talking really hurts. So that's fun, but I made it through my day. I've made it. How long have I been awake? Oh, now I gotta do math. Okay, let's pretend it's 5. Okay, that's at least 7 hours. Minus, I was up at 7:30. Oh, I don't like math. Oh, 9 hours. I've been awake for 9 hours. I've made it through 9 hours of talking. Not that I was talking that whole entire time constantly. Only maybe 1 or 2 hours I was blabbing on for. I gotta make that an hour and 10 minutes now. So it's actually good. I maybe past Avire knew some shit and was like, no, future Avire, she's gonna be sick. We're gonna be listening to Puck on my Discord server and making a very small house so that future Avire doesn't have to do a 20-minute long voiceover, because I can already hear my voice giving out. So that's a great time. That's a great time. That reminds me, actually, recently, and not by recently I mean 2 months ago, I had to give a presentation. Fun fact, I was sick then also. So my part was about, like, I don't know, a minute, 1.5 minutes, and I recorded myself because I wanted to know what I sounded like, and that just to make sure that I didn't sound like a fucking idiot while I was blabbing on about I don't remember what I was talking about. That's probably good. Blocking out my presentations. I have good presenting skill. I got a good grade. Fun fact about me, I guess. I still don't like presenting. But I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I recorded to see what I sounded like. And it, like, on minute 1, I sounded like only a bit like a frog, like only a little bit that my voice was giving up on me. But by the end, I just sounded like an evil little witch who has been hibernating, a witch hermit who hasn't spoken in the past 50 years, who just decided to use her vocal cords again. It sounded really fucked up. Also, one time, I guess we're just delving into my personal life, which is also interesting, I guess. One time I was so sick that I sounded like a boy, and my throat hurts so much that I sound like a little boy. It sounded so fucking weird, but I'm glad I sound relatively normal now. I don't sound normal to myself, but I sound normal in normal stuff. Also, you might have just seen that my gallery opened. Normally I would have cut that out, but this sped up footage was only 11 minutes long. And also, it's a little Easter egg in there, because there was, for some fucking reason, I forgot what, no, ᵗᵦᵗⁿᵦ sim in there. I did not expect that, so I thought that was funny and kept it in. So you could look at ᵗᵦᵗⁿᵦ. But yeah, for this house, I kind of unintentionally went for a little cottagey vibe, and I just went with it afterwards. I tried to make this, I think it's Saint Sequoia, the growing together thingamabob world, that one. I built it there, and then I realized I'm making a fucking cottage. This doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm moving it to, I forgot the name of that as well. Oh, I'm so bad at remembering shit. The cottage living world. What is it called? It's literally one of my favorite worlds, if not my favorite. Oh, I wouldn't be able to tell you, really. Oh, that is horrible. No, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It's my favorite world. It's the one where I've built the most houses, that's for sure. But I decided, like, I'm building a house here because I have not built a house here, and then it just ends up in the cottage living world anyways. I think my first 3 builds were in the cottage living world. I really did not want another tiny little house to end up there, but it happened once again. And also, a little moment ago was the point that I realized that this house only had 1 window, and that window was in the fucking bathroom. So I added 1 more window. I didn't really bother adding any more, because for some reason it didn't feel all too necessary. It just, normally it feels like you either have too many windows or you have too little. But I had no windows in the main living space, and I felt fine. It's so weird. I never like windows. This reminds me. Look at me doing that path right now. Wanna know my top 1 biggest pet peeve of Sims? It's not all the bugs, not all the shitty stuff that's standard in the game. I'm talking about people who build. It comes down to personal preference. I don't hate you if you do. I just really cannot stand it when people connect their roads to the end of the lot, and when the lot ends, there is no more road. Like, the little piece you've just drawn leads to nowhere, and then it cuts off just perfectly where the lot ends. That really makes me mad. I had a phase of doing that at some point until I realized, actually, you can just do a little bit of shading at the front of the like your main door, and it looks like a tiny little path, but less obnoxious. And you can see I did that there too, and it comes down to personal preference, but I love doing that. Oh, and now I'm adding a cute little planter box. I think it will be good that at some point I diversify, and I also, in this world, I still don't remember the name, that I just build a bigger house. Because so far it's all been like 1 or 2 bedroom small houses. I think I need to diversify and build a huge farm. I think that would be good for me. I think that would improve a lot of stuff. But yeah, I also went crazy with the landscaping in this one. You can also see how many times I save, which is crazy. I did not realize I saved that much. But then again, I have been playing The Sims 3 recently, and You know, The Sims 3 is nice. It just fucking sucks that it's so slow. It's actually painfully slow. Also, you can't build in that shit. I mean, you can, but it's painful to do so. It hurts my heart and soul. But it also bugs out and, crashes a whole bunch. So I've been getting more paranoid about my saving activity, because in the past I would just, build a whole entire house and maybe save a couple times. But for this tiny little house, I saved like 8 separate times, and I did this in 50 minutes. So The Sims 3 has done something to me. I've also been considering building a house in The Sims 3, which would be the first time that I've done that. I mean, I've goofed around with the building mechanics before, but they are just so janky and stupid that I have not attempted to build a big, solid, good house yet. So maybe that could be fun too. Although I don't know if I want to put myself through that. But yeah, one last exciting thing, we've almost hit 100 subscribers, which means that I gotta do my nationality reveal, which is really, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. But, yeah, I guess it's fun. And my goal was to do that by August next year, but I think it's gonna happen a lot sooner than I realized. But let's hop into the game now. Okay, I just remembered the world is called Hanford on Bagley. I remember now. I remember. But we're in the game now. Look at that little house. I made it all autumny with this just last minute edition. It's the only part that is really autumny. If we go, this is the front little bench, little mail, little front door. If we go over through here, tiny mushroom, and then trash can and some chickens. I could have added more skill buildings. I guess we have these planter boxes here, but you can add some more stuff for your own. Some at the tree is really clipping, but I had to because I had to cover up that. So yeah, and then I did a lot of landscaping, as you can see, so it's probably not going to fit on any other line, otherwise you just have to remove that one. It's perfectly operable anywhere. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. But, oh fuck, I moved the tree. Then you move on in. It's not really much to tour. This is the little kitchen area. Sink included, that's nice. They can only cook on this counter, I hope. Then right over here we have the bedroom and mostly air quotes. You even get a fancy computer. I also had some cross-stitch, so you can build up a couple more skills, although cross-stitch I think is kind of useless. But it's a compact thing. And here we have a fully functional bathroom without a sink, because I didn't feel like that fit, so I just added it right over there. But, yeah, that is pretty much it. I would do my very cheery, high-pitched goodbye, because that makes me laugh every single time. I don't know why I think that's funny, but I don't think my voice can reach that high right now. So I'm just gonna give you a normal goodbye. Goodbye.